Every parent who has a child must start to teach these rules of human propriety. Human propriety is self defense. Human propriety is self preservation. Human propriety is self protection. And human propriety of self defense says if you're within my arm's length, then we have a different type of relationship. But the appropriate position in a time of COVID and any other time in your life is staying within arm's length of someone. If you have a deep friendship, then a lot of times colleagues will walk up to each other and whisper in each other's ears. That's different. That is mutual permission. We're going to move on from that because I'm not going to talk a lot about friendships between men and women or women and women or men and men. That's not what this talk is about. The next area of sexual assault in God's house is unlicensed access. Unlicensed access is when someone tries to commandeer someone's body through sex, drugs, rock and roll, inappropriate music, or audio files that are played in the inaudible area of our ears that says you're going to shut down and not remember anything. It also deals with people who try to use hypnosis to get people to sleep so soundly, so deeply that they don't really need that because the human body already has that for most people. People have sleep apnea or things like that. That's a totally different show. We'll talk about that later. But unlicensed access is someone who wants to take a look at your body without ever getting your permission or ever getting your consent. And unlicensed access is also to any medical records of you. Nobody has the right to get into that doctor's files. Not even the nurses should have everything on you. Definitely no accountant who's charging you for what you're doing with the business of a doctor has any right to know what that doctor did to you. It's sort of the reason they went to coding, but they went to coding. But unfortunately, with coding, the words are set right next to it. And that person who's sitting at that table doesn't have one right to know what you have going on inside your internal organs or inside the outside of your body. They really don't. So they really have to get to a better way of coding, but at the same time, they are expected by their professional standards that they're not going to get involved with your business of your life. It should be a blank slate as far as they're concerned. In other words, oh, that's what's going on, and I forget it as soon as I'm done coding it and charging it. It's over with. You don't have the right to talk about it. You don't have the right to gossip about it. You have the right to pillow talk on it. You don't have the right to someone's internal organs. End of story.